Wants to make a singular so very well.
Wow, Superlek said he'd disrupt Takeru's rhythm and he wouldn't allow him to get going. And he did just that. What an absolute clinic. And Takeru proved once again he's absolutely nails. I don't know how many fighters would have pushed on after that accumulation of damage to the leg. Takeru's leg was basically mashed potato by the second round. And by the end of the fight, his shorts looked torn from repeated front kicks to the lower abdomen by Superlek, exposing Takeru's box for the world to see. I felt like Takeru needed a second pair of shorts to do a costume change between rounds. Round 1 saw Superlek sit back behind the tight high guard and begin to punt Takeru's leg off. The sound of the first low kick demonstrated a clear power discrepancy when it came to the kicks, and looking at Takeru's thin frame, I began to get worried. Takeru seemed to try and play an outside kicking game, trying to work off of his lead leg kicks, which I feel proved to be the wrong strategy as he left himself on the outside, which is Superlek's preferred range. Kick for kick, Takeru simply couldn't match him, and with Takeru having such a wide base in order for him to power punch, it just left him a sucker for that low kick. By the time Takeru knew he needed to get into the pocket and bang off, he'd absorbed far too many hard kicks. There came a glimpse of hope for Takeru fans at the midway point, where Takeru seemed to have hurt Superlek to the body and began to come on strong with combinations of punches to the head and body as Superlek hunched over, shelled up and weathered the storm. It felt like the tide could be turning in favour of the Japanese fighter, but it wasn't to be as Superlek got straight back to work in the fourth with beautiful punch into low kick combinations to subdue the natural born crusher. Takeru did get his left leg going as the bout progressed, and he had some success with calf kicks in the early going, but every time he kicked, Superlek just kicked him straight back to the leg. Takeru also used a stab front kick, but it felt like every kick Takeru landed, there were 4 or 5 from Superlek. Superlek would cycle between jabs, front kicks and blitzes of straight punches into low kicks. I really liked how he staggered the rhythm of the kicks, so Takeru couldn't time the block correctly, despite his best effort. See, once you've landed the low kick with power, anytime you bring the rear shoulder or hip forward, you'll get a reaction. And Takeru's leg was in such a bad way, he couldn't simply ignore it. The Thai fighter's step-up knees were a thing of beauty, with Takeru tired and worse for wear, opting to shell up, with Superlek peppering him with straight punches. If he didn't low kick, he'd march in for the knee. That surely sapped the energy of the Japanese fighter. As Takeru knew he needed to really hurt Superlek, potentially knock him out in order to win, he did commit more to his trademark right hand, but as he was putting so much into the shot, it would often result in an easy tart for Superlek, which would halt the action and allow Superlek to stifle Takeru's momentum, as he said he would do, and then get back to his work. In live watching, it felt a little bit anticlimactic, as Takeru really didn't get going. All in all, it was an excellent bout, but it does take away from the hype surrounding Takeru coming into one, as Superlek controlled him so handily. Sure, I'd still look forward to the Rodtang Takeru contest, seeing as Superlek had also beaten Rodtang, but I can't lie, this has definitely taken away from some of the initial excitement. Superlek really is the kicking machine, and I can't see anyone dethroning him anytime soon. He's such a veteran, he knows the game so well, and he's still only 28 or 29 years of age. He's still only just coming into his physical prime. I'm not gonna lie, I wanted Takeru to win this fight, purely because I felt like it would make the division more exciting, and Takeru is a lot of fun to watch. But Superlek can't be denied, he is the man, and I do really enjoy watching him compete. I'd like to see him back in Muay Thai with the 4-ounce gloves. I'd definitely like to see a rematch with Rodtang, but considering he missed weight, he might just be a little bit too big. Let me know what you think in the comments. Were you surprised by how easily Superlek beat the Japanese star, or did you expect that to happen? What do you think's next for Takeru? Would you still like to see him fight against Rodtang? Do you see that fight going the same way? Pro striking out, I'll catch you later.